It's Birdman for Birdman on the Mountain. Time for another community shout here at Birdman Media. Also on White Mountain Independent and Sholo TV. So hello to all the viewers and listeners as well. Hey, this morning we're going to kick it off with Channa Baird, right? Is that it?
Yes.
Yes, cool. So I've known you as Channa forever. Never really knew your last name because they just call you Channa. So you're with an organization and you've been doing this for quite a few years.
I have been with an organization for about 10 years now.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's centered around belly dancing, right?
Yes, we are a belly dancing troupe.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about it and then what the event is.
We are the White Mountain Belly Dancers, and we also go by Women Supporting Women. And every year in August, we do a fundraiser for the last 12 years has been supporting the SAFE House, and we call that event the Sultry Summer Gala, where we have a dance show, raffle ticket items, and a silent auction for people to bid on to raise money for the SAFE House.
Very cool. Okay, where is it located at?
It is located in Snowflake at the Silver Creek NPC Performing Arts Center.
Very cool. What can people expect when they come out, and what's the start time and stuff like that?
So we open the doors at 6:00 p.m. for people to come and bid on items, check out what the raffle items are, and then the show will start at 7. We have an intermission and we have a dessert bar. We're definitely like people to come and partake of our desserts. Most of them are homemade. I'm going to be making some delicious cupcakes.
Nice.
And all of the proceeds from those donated desserts also go to the SAFE House. And then after the intermission, we're going to have another maybe 30, 45-minute show, and then it will conclude.
Cool. And the cost is again?
$10 at the door, or if you purchase the day of, $8 if you show up to NPC before the doors open.
Okay, so this, of course, showing Thursday. If you're seeing this Thursday, this is on Saturday, so get yourself over there. Great evening of entertainment.
Yes, it will be an amazing evening of entertainment. I'm actually performing a solo this year, so you should come and watch me perform.
There you go. Anything else you want to tell people out there?
A couple of the things that you can be looking for that we're going to have is we will be donating dental or from a dog or cat. The Cedar Ridge Veterinary in Snowflake will be providing a dental cleaning. Mike Vance Auto has 2 full-service oil changes, and then some donations for raffle items from local businesses like Trappers, Persnicketies, Banditos, The House. Some awesome food that you can win at the raffle.
Very cool. Anybody that you want to give special notice to or anything like that?
Also, the Poor Station are also donated an item, and
cool.
they support us every year, and that's awesome.
Very good. Awesome. So thank you, Channa. Any final thoughts, or they're pretty much just come on out?
Nope. Come on out on Saturday the 18th, and we'll show you a good show.
Very cool. Thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, now hanging out. Normally we've got Pine Top Lakeside here for the next week. I've got with me now, of course, Melina Spillman. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You're here early
Good.
Because there's something this weekend.
Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
Pine Top
Big.
Lakeside.
Yes.
And it's aptly named
Yes.
Pine Top Lakeside Days.
It
I've seen the
is.
banner across the 260.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Or White Mountain Road or Boulevard or whatever the heck they called it at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know where the name transitions. Nobody knows. I don't know.
Well, and then you've got White Mountain Boulevard and White Mountain Road, and then just Highway 260.
And as we've discovered this week, it's like there's north, south, east, and west addresses all on the same road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And Google
Sholo
Maps,
has north and south.
Yeah, Google Maps doesn't like playing well. So anyways.
Yeah.
You're going to close down part of that roadway.
Actually, no, we are
not. They're not going to close down
We are
part of the
not
roadway.
Closing down the road.
They're not closing down the road. So we're going to have cars and beds on the road at the same time.
Yeah. So watch out.
Okay. Careful.
No, we were working with ADOT to get a partial closure done, and there were just some safety concerns. And once we met with them, we met with Richard Troutman, and I'm going to forget Mr. Massey's first name. And I'm sorry if you're watching, but we met with them and went over all of the pros and cons of doing a partial closure, a full closure, all that stuff. And it just ultimately was decided that a full closure would be best.
Oh.
And at that point, there just wasn't enough time to get the full closure done.
Yeah.
So we've moved the mattress down the mountain over to Mountain Meadow Recreation Complex.
Okay.
So we're still having it. It's still going to be awesome. It's super fun. And it's going to be at 1 o'clock now. So we'll have a whole big hurrah over at Mountain
Okay, cool.
Meadow
So,
Recreation Complex.
being down
So
the roadway doesn't necessarily need to be the thing. So,
no, and
and
this being the first year that we're doing it,
yeah.
we can see how it goes,
And
and
anybody
then
complaining about road closures, you can't now.
you can't. Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, and the big problem where we have in Pine Top Lakeside, where Sholo doesn't have, is we really only have one detour
Yeah.
route,
Yeah.
and we have to close a 2-mile section of highway where we just need, for the bed races, we just need like 100 yards. So
Yeah, and like in a month or so, that parade makes sense to
yes,
close down that much
yes,
section.
and we
but
have
not
the parade that extends that whole section. So
right.
as of right now, we're not going to close the road this year for
Okay.
Mattress Down the Mountain, but next year,
Stay
look
tuned.
out.
So it would be a full closure, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
So it would be a full closure. And it was awesome to sit down and talk with ADOT, and they were so helpful and really wanted to make sure that our event was successful, but also make sure that everyone is safe to participating and the vehicles and spectators. So
yeah, you got to consider that. And I mean, with nowadays, especially with texting and everything, it's almost like it's gone up. There's more people on the road. There's more, or there's less attention when they're driving. So
unfortunately,
you don't want somebody getting run over on their bed.
Exactly. Or a bed even running over a car. I mean,
Crazy,
you never know.
wild, loose bed.
Oh my
going,
gosh.
Yeah, anyways,
It could happen.
how many teams? Do you have teams signed up yet?
We have a few teams.
Okay.
I think, well, I
Don't
wish
say
there
who they
was
are.
more. I'm not.
Because if you say who they are, then people will be like, "Oh, I'm not going to compete
Yeah,
against them."
no.
Yeah, so
You got to come. Get your bed going. And we've got cash prizes. We've got ribbons for the
how
places.
much cash are we talking?
So we have, I have to do the math in my head. We've got like $225 in cash prizes.
Okay.
So first place gets $100.
And
Second
then
place,
less than
third
that
place.
for under first place.
And then we also have a prize for the best design as well.
Ooh.
Most creative. So yeah.
think of your full princess beds.
Yeah. And I
Let's bring
know
it.
of one local team that is
Yeah.
designing a pretty phenomenal bed.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. So
Okay.
get your creativity going.
So get the bed race.
Yes.
What else is going on with Pine Top Lakeside Days?
So Pine Top Lakeside, just I guess to kind of give a little history about Pine Top Lakeside for the people that don't know about Pine Top Lakeside, is Pine Top Lakeside incorporated in 1984, excuse me. And July 24th is our incorporation date. So we kind of wanted to do something to celebrate the incorporation. There's too much going on in July to do it. So we decided we'd do it in August. And Pine Top Lakeside was really created and came about because of the logging industry.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do something that kind of played up on the history of Pine Top Lakeside. So right now we have 4 artisans that are committed that will be at Pine Top Lakeside Days, potentially 6.
Oh, wow.
That are chainsaw carvers.
Yeah, we're not talking ice sculpture here. We're talking
No.
wood, right?
Wood
Nice.
chainsaw carving. Trent Penrod, I know most people around the mountain know Trent Penrod from the Burly Bear. He is one of our artisans that will be there carving. So it's a competition. They'll start carving at 1 o'clock. They have till 5 o'clock to carve. They each will have the same size piece of wood. It's roughly 26 inches diameter and 5 foot tall. We will have categories in a hat, and we're going to draw a category, and all the artisans have to.
Now, do they know the categories up front of the
No.
5 that they don't even know what the categories are?
They do not know what the categories
So you can't sort of even prep for the category and then go with it.
They got to use their imagination.
Boom, go.
Yep.
Very
So it
interesting.
could be superheroes, it could be wildlife, you name it. We have a whole bunch of different categories. So
very interesting.
And then at the end of their carving time, we'll have judges that will be judging, and the first place winner gets $100. And then they also get to auction off their items. So we'll have a live auction
Very
at the
cool.
end of the carving. So yeah, you can come out and you can.
Pretty awesome. What else is going on at the event?
So we'll have some food vendors, of course, kettle corn, and we have there's a new soda shop in Snowflake
Oh,
Taylor.
cool.
It's called Thirst, and they're actually coming over, and they'll be at Pine Top Lakeside Days. We'll have, of course, the traditional carnival food, and we have potentially some sweet corn coming from Taylor from the Hatch
Ooh,
family,
nice.
and we will have a fun zone, inflatables. We'll have a dunk tank, and we have several of our local celebrities, if you will, that will be in the dunk tank, including our town manager, Keith Johnson, and Mr. Rob Hepner.
Yeah, okay. Have at it.
so,
So, you gotta hit the thing to knock a
yes.
person down. So, yes.
So you can buy three balls for $1, and the proceeds from the dunk tank are going to go to one of our local charities.
Very cool.
So,
Awesome.
and then we'll have other vendors, other businesses from Maiden Greer is going to be there. One of our LuLaRoe gals, Darcy Everingham
Oh,
from
cool.
Little Bluebird Studios will be there.
Nice.
Several other vendors. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool. So come out, have fun. The weather hopefully will be great. It
Yeah,
looks like it's gonna be. We've had some storms the last
Oh
couple
my
nights.
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but no, I think it's actually trending good toward the weekend.
Yes, it does look like it.
So
So
good.
we're looking forward to having a great event. And the last thing that I guess we should talk about too is we're going to have an equipment rodeo at Pine Top Lakeside
Oh.
Days. So our public works department and especially our roads crew is bringing out several pieces of equipment, and we'll have two stations set up, and the
No.
public can actually come and participate in the equipment rodeo.
Dear
So you have to
Lord.
be 15 and older to do it by yourself.
Oh, come
and
on.
if
You
you're
think the
under
15-year-olds are going to get a
15,
chance? There's all us guys are going to be out there. I mean, this is like adult playground. It's
it
Tonka Toys
is,
for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a sportsman's gift card for the fastest time.
Wow.
So
So you got like
yeah.
what? Are we talking about backhoes and front
yeah,
loaders
so we'll
and stuff like
have
this?
a backhoe, a loader, and then we'll have our grader out and one of our snow plows. So the public can kind of see some of the machinery that our public works department has to work with on a daily basis. And then they'll get to demonstrate some of their skills, but the public can come out and
And you did order the water heater for the dunk tank, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah, no,
No.
probably not. Yeah,
No.
it's only cold the first time, they say.
you know, Tony
and the second time,
Alba.
and the third time. You better not be putting ice in it.
Yeah, Tony
all I
wants
gotta
to
say.
put some giant ice blocks
Yeah,
in there.
Tony could go in first then. I think that's what's going to happen. Is
Yeah,
Tony can go
right.
first. Yeah, awesome. Cool.
So yeah, so it'll be a fun day, just celebrating Pine Top Lakeside, and
Yeah, it's a
just-
single day event.
yes,
So yeah,
yep.
awesome. Cool.
And for right now, single day event. But
starts
it's gonna
at-
grow. 1:00,
Okay, goes to
6:00.
okay, and the cost is
Nothing. It is free.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
then, can I add one more thing?
Sure you can.
It's
You can
a
add
whole
like half a
big
dozen.
day of events.
Yes.
We have our movies in the park.
Yes.
So Moana is
Yeah,
our movie
there you go.
for Saturday, and so we'll start that at dusk, 7:30-ish.
Okay.
And that is also free.
Also
So we'll
free.
have concessions. The concessions are not free, but our Optimist Club, who one of our council members kind of heads up, Jim Snitzer, they will be there doing concessions. And so bring your cash, get some popcorn and candy and soda, and then just sit back and enjoy the movie.
Very cool. Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? You good?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the majority of the event.
Elena
So-
Spellman with the town of Pine Top Lakeside. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now you get just me. I'm going to be talking about an event that's going on next Monday. Okay, it's going to be at the Timber Mesa Fire District building. I think it's number 13. It's the one that's there in Pine Top Lakeside. Used to be the Lakeside Fire District, but it was now part of Timber Mesa Fire District. At that building, we're going to have a candidates forum. It's sponsored by the Rotary of Lakeside or Pine Top Lakeside, and I'll be the moderator. It's for the candidates that are running for the town council positions of Pine Top Lakeside. We'll have all four candidates there. You'll be able to ask questions. I'll be asking some of the questions, just standardized kind of things, the kind of things you'd want to know about. I'm sure Woodland Lake will come up at some point. We'll talk about the roadways. We'll talk about all the issues in Pine Top Lakeside and how each of these candidates would address them. That's going to be Monday at 6 p.m. So coming up, 18th is Saturday, 19th. So it's the 20th of August. Come on out and see me there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to record it or not. So we may have it recorded. We may not have it recorded. So you'll want to come out and be there in person. Set your calendars for Monday. And come on out and see us. And just to make sure I've got everybody in there. Yeah, it's going to be in their conference hall that's in that building. I think you got to go to the far side of the building from where the parking is. You can also park across the roadway there, not across the White Mountain Boulevard, but actually just next door to it. There's some parking there. Walk in and come in, and we'll see you there. Hey, that's going to be it for this edition of Birdman on the Mountain Community Shout. I'm Birdman for Birdman Media, also for White Mountain Independent Television and for Sholo TV. Thanks to all the viewers. Remember, if you want to come in, talk about an event you've got going on, it's free. There's no charge to you. I make my money based upon the sponsors that you can listen to at the beginning and the end of the show, and you can check out birdman.media. So do that. They're the ones that allow me to bring this information to you. So please, extend a hand to them and say thank you whenever you're out to any of those businesses, and let them know that you appreciate being able to have access to, first of all, your ability to talk about events and to the events that are happening here in the White Mountains. As I always say, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.